What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to episode 7 of Horror Hounds, the horror live show. And since it's Black History Month, what better time than to talk about the best representations of the African American culture in horror films?
Oh yeah.
So here we go. And my co-host Mike, what's going on, brother?
What's up? Same old, man. We're just chugging along. How about you guys?
Doing pretty good, sir.
The grind.
Yeah. And to help us talk about this, we brought on our good buddy Zach Goldborn. What is up, Zach?
Hey, you said my name right.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
I'm glad to be here. This is something that I wanted to talk about with someone for a long time because I feel like Black horror, we need more of it. So to talk about the best representation is awesome.
Yeah. There's quite a few that we can talk about. So
yeah.
But before we get into that, we are going to talk about some of our most recent horror watches. That's always the topic we start with to kick off these streams. So, Zach, since you are our guest, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, so I watched like 7 horror movies recently. Horror is always consistent for me, man. It's like a pillow, a warm blanket. I know it's gonna be there for me. So I rewatched this movie called Mads. It's a French zombie film that came out, I think, 2 years ago. It's a one-shot take film where you're following one main character from the beginning of infection and throughout what that would look like, and it's amazing. It's like an hour, 40 minutes, and you can't tell where they're cutting or whatever. It looks like it's just one take. Really fun film. I think it was my 3rd time watching it, and I don't really rewatch movies, but like I caught things that I didn't catch before in my first 2 watches. So that was really great. It's on Shudder.
Nice.
That's a good one.
It's really good one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but I will put it on my radar.
Yeah, I saw Dracula. This is the new one from, I'm forgetting what his name, Luc Besson.
Luc Besson.
Luc Besson,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm over here saying someone's name wrong. I want people to say my name right. And I had a good time with this.
Luc Besson, yeah.
It's a weird. It's a weird movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's nowhere near other Dracula stuff that we had. Like, don't compare it to Nosferatu or even Bram Stoker's Dracula. But I had a good time because it was really campy. It was really funny, and I thought that the love story was believable. And I had a good time, except those ugly CGI gargoyles. I don't know why they couldn't just hire regular people to play those parts, because that was atrocious. But other than that, I had a good time.
They hired kids when they weren't gargoyles.
Oh my god! When I told you when they walked out of the mansion, I was like, "What is happening? You had me, and you're about to lose me." But luckily, it was the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
It was so fucking weird.
It was so weird. It was like, yo, we don't got no more budget. Go pick some 5 kids off the street and pay them white. We can't CGI this no more.
It's hilarious.
And I also watched The Plague. We got a wide release in January, and it's not a traditional horror film. But for me, as someone that grew up around this time, the film happens, and it deals with a lot of things about bullying and growing up as a young man trying to deal with that. Back in my day, it was called Cooties, and here it's called The Plague. And yeah, it got under my skin, and especially there's like a particular scene where he's like trying to scrub his skin off, and I was like, Jesus.
Oh like, man,
I know girls that's happened to, where like they've scrubbed themselves so hard they peel skin when I was a little kid, and it's rough when people bully you. So I thought that it was a great film. Definitely check it out.
I still have yet to watch it. I have it on rental on Fandango at home, but just haven't really been in the mood to watch it. But I think I will try to watch it this weekend.
Yeah, definitely a good watch.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, what do you guys watch?
Oh right, Mike, you want to go next, or you just want me to go next?
Yeah, I can run through mine. I got a good number of them just because Valentine's Day horror. I was just in the mood. So Thursday, I went to go see Cold Storage. was a really, really fun little infection type flick. I don't want to call it zombies because it wasn't like undead, but yeah, it was fun. Good time. The cast is great. It's surprisingly really tight script as well. David Koepp is a fantastic writer, obviously. Kind of surprised me that he was even attached, though, because apparently it's also based on a book that he made. So that was really cool. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. I rewatched the Friday the 13th remake for Friday the 13th, obviously. Horny ass movie, but
yep,
it's a good time. It's a good time.
Like most horror movies during that decade.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yep.
Then what else we got? A movie called Butterfly Kisses, which is a found footage movie that's like a folk horror in a sense, and then it's like traditional folk horror but in a found footage sense, so it's kind of like Blair Witch a little bit, but they actually have a bit in it where one of the people from Blair Witch are like making fun of the film that they're making in the movie. It was pretty neat. A little self-aware moment. It was a good movie though. It's pretty weirdly structured, I will say. There's like 3 bits in it where it's like a film within a film within a film, and it's just like, okay, chill out, man, chill out.
Where did you watch it?
It's on Prime right now. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away because I think it's a really cool little movie, but it was neat. I really enjoyed it. And then I rewatched My Bloody Valentine, obviously for Valentine's Day, and then did a double bill with that and Hard Eyes. Both are just really fun slashers. Nothing amazing, but I think they're just really fun times, especially My Bloody Valentine for the era. Probably like one of the stronger movies in that little time frame. Like obviously Halloween, you have The Burning, My Bloody Valentine, and the first couple Friday the 13ths in there as well. Good fun. And then I watched Hide and Seek, the Robert De Niro movie. Shockingly really underrated, honestly. It was creepy as hell. The twist was fucking insane as well. Really enjoyed that. And then I did a little I've been on a little kick of like those French Extremity movies recently with like High Tension, which is actually the first one I'm going to mention here. Bizarre, wild ass movie. Really good stuff though. I can see where people are a little thrown off by the ending, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, like movies like that, like Irreversible, Martyrs, like stuff like that is kind of what I've been watching a lot so far this year. And then
I still have a question. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No.
Man named like 4 effed up movies in a row. It's like, that's what I've been, chill. This is why you falling asleep at 6:30 in the afternoon. Your body is traumatized.
Yeah, a little bit. I like being spooked, man. What can I say? Then speaking of French Extremity, you get Them. This one is kind of like the OG Eden Lake and The Strangers, which in a sense those movies are really messed up, and this one is no different. It kind of has like the twist of Eden Lake, or like the twist is very Eden Lake-esque, and then like the main concept is very Strangers-esque. So you can definitely see like the influence there for sure. And then rewatched Weapons with Luke and a couple of our other buddies on a watch along. Rewatched The Descent as well. That was a really good time. And then I checked out Jacob's Ladder. Again, fucked up. I'm not okay. But you know what? We ball. It was a really Halloween movie.
I still got to see that one, dude.
It's so good, dude. It's so
like, I've heard it's really fucking trippy, but I really do want to check it out.
Yeah, there's some wild like Lovecraftian shit in there, and the twist at the end is like fucking nuts. And then The Ninth Gate. Luke, I think you just watched this one recently, right?
Yeah, I did.
It was okay. Definitely a slow burn, and the third act wasn't very good. But
yeah, I
it was-
100%
it was
agree.
fun enough.
Like the way that it's structured in the third act, like, and especially with how things are resolved, I'm like, this is the route you go, really?
Yeah, I agree. And then most recently, I checked out The Stepfather. That was also a really damn good movie.
That's a good one.
Yeah, kind of gave me like prototype of like Disturbia ish, like those kinds of vibes, or like Summer of '84 a little bit. Really, really good stuff, honestly. And that's all I've got.
All right. So I'm gonna go from here. I checked out The Serpent and the Rainbow for the first time. Wes Craven movie, very much like folklore kind of voodoo style horror film. Really cool stuff. Checked out House, not the foreign film, the horror comedy from '85. That's a really funny movie. I do enjoy that one.
It's a wild movie.
Yeah, but it's good though. It's good. And then for Friday the 13th, I rewatched Freddy vs. Jason because it'd been really long time since I watched it in its entirety. It kicks ass, dude.
Yeah,
so fun. And then I did a double feature for Valentine's Day. I rewatched Hard Eyes. I still really enjoy it. It's a ton of fun. And then I rewatched Valentine, the not My Bloody Valentine, but just called Valentine, the one that's from the director of Urban Legend. It's a fun enough little slasher flick, but I just wish there was more to the kills, and I wish that the killer reveal was not so obvious, because you could see that coming from a mile away. So that, I think that's honestly the film's downfall, but it's good. I do enjoy it. Weapons, Mike already mentioned earlier, phenomenal. Also did rewatch the original My Bloody Valentine. It's a good time.
Hell yeah.
Rewatched this one last night, As Above, So Below. Underrated found footage movie taking place entirely in the Paris catacombs. Like,
such a good movie.
Yeah,
cool stuff.
that's on my watch list. Someone wanted to watch that.
Yeah, it's really cool stuff. And then last one to mention, watch this today. I watched Twisted with Lauren Lavera and Jamon Hansu. That one I did not really like at all. And it was a pretty big disappointment for me. Like, when you have those two, and also Darren Lynn Bousman, the director of quite a few of the Saw movies, I was like, this might be good. It kind of just came off like a diet version of Saw. Like, Lauren Lavera's character plays as a scammer, and Jamon Hansu plays as this apartment owner, and he kidnaps her because he realized that he got scammed and tries to play this little mind game with her. It's basically Saw. But I don't know. That one didn't really work for me. But yeah, and also Hunter's got some movies in here. We got the original Frankenstein, nice. In a couple of weeks, we'll be doing a watch along for that, so stay tuned.
Yeah,
The Strangers. Yep. Okay, good. The original Strangers, Pray at Night, Serpent and the Rainbow, Weapons, Nosferatu, and Sinners. Nice.
Awesome.
Hey, what's up, View with Drew, the MVP?
What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
And also, they were mentioning rest in peace, Robert Duvall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quick.
Definitely rest in peace.
Yep. Quick moment of silence for Robert Duvall. Rest in peace, legend.
Definitely.
And Hunter says he watched Sinners for the 16th time. Jesus, dude.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
I mean, hey,
Good
like,
timing.
Sinners is fantastic, but dude, I've only watched that one 5 times.
You watched it for every nomination and got.
Yep. But all right, let's get into the topic that the audience came for, which is, of course, the best representation of African American culture in horror. So we're going to go around the table and mention one film that we've all gathered for these lists right here. So, Zach, why don't you start us off?
So I'm going to start off with 3 movies in one because of the same reason, and it's not black films, but movies featuring black people, and that's Deep Blue Sea, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and Halloween H2O. And why these 3 films are so important to African American culture? Because there's a trope in a lot of horror films where the black person dies first, or they get the most brutal death. But in these films, all the black people survived, and we were so proud when LL Cool J survived that damn shark.
Yes.
And you can throw Anaconda in there because Ice Cube survived
Yeah.
Well, so
Hell yeah.
these films are like proof that you can make a great film without killing us off at first or at all.
Yeah.
So I just remember a lot of us talking about that. Those films, came out not all in the same year or anything like that. But I just remember
Around the same time, though. Yeah.
around the same
Yeah.
time though. And I also noticed that everybody that survived were like rappers and R&B artists. So it had to be a famous musician to survive these movies.
How
Like
ironic.
my contract, you are not killing me.
Could you imagine?
But they're all fun films. I had a great time with all these films, and it was just great to see movies where we just didn't die off really fast or just die off in a sad way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good choices, dude.
Yeah.
Good choices.
Hell yeah.
So, Mike, what do you got, man?
All right. So, the first one I really wanted to mention was actually at the top of the list that I wanted to mention for like time. Ooh, what the hell? Okay. For like, time period and whatnot, like going chronologically. But like the first horror movie that like stood out to me personally with like a deep message about like the African American community in horror was Night of the Living Dead, the original 1968 film. Of course, it's not directed by an African American director, but prominently features an actor of the culture and is the only survivor for a minute at the end of the movie, and then is shot because he looks like a zombie because of his skin. And it's sad to think about that, but it is a really good message within like the end of the film. It's a little last minute for sure, but it is such a great film, and I feel like that was a really good like starting point for like the message to like sprout from there.
Good one.
Yeah, definitely casting Dwayne Reed as the lead was revolutionary at the time. So
Yeah,
and that black and white is so gorgeous still to this
so
day.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%, dude. But I'm gonna go 2-for-1 right here. I know these are technically action movies, but they're horror based because our main character literally hunts vampires. Blade 1 and 2.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Wesley
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Snipes as Blade is perfect casting for that character because like
Yeah.
you come to learn like over the years with Wesley Snipes where it's like if you give this guy the right role, that dude will kick ass. And further proof in Blade, both Blade 1 and 2. Now, here comes like kind of the debate with either one of those films, like whether the first or the second one is better. I like the first one a little bit more because of a lot more of the action sequences and of course Wesley Snipes. But the soundtrack in the first Blade, so good.
so damn good.
So good. So yeah, but I have to go with those two. I mean, even though they're not technically horror films, but if you have a main character that hunts vampires,
It's hard.
it's a horror film.
Yeah.
And also, the importance of that film transcends just Black American culture. Without that, we don't get the X-Men films. We don't get the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films. It was one of the first superhero movies where they were like, oh, we can take these seriously. They don't have to be just goofy and low budget, and we can get like great actors in them. So Blade is super important.
Yeah. So
And also a really good in terms of like transitioning martial arts into American cinema as well. Really
yes.
Yeah.
That's
a
dude,
good
that is a
point.
really good point. Yeah. But yeah, I had to mention Blade 1 and 2. Those are fucking awesome movies. But what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer Blade 1 or Blade 2?
Ooh. Both.
Can I have both of them? BOF, both.
Exactly. Oh man. I'll go the first one, just because the only thing I really don't care for in the second one is just like bringing back Whistler magically. But that's really like the only thing I can complain about the movie because Guillermo absolutely cooked with that one. In terms of direction, that's probably my preferred one. But in terms of the story, in terms of the action, I feel like the first one's just a tiny bit better. But
Yeah.
I
I'm right
still
there with
love both of them.
Yeah. So what about you, Zach?
Blade 1 as well. I think that they had a formula there that they used really well, and the second one is almost as good, but it just doesn't have that same impact when you watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely got a good point with that one. But
the Reapers, they cooked with those fuckers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Zach, what's the next one we got, my good sir?
Let's talk about. It's not. I guess it's technically is a movie. But it kind of isn't a movie. It's like a short film, I guess, and that's Michael Jackson's Thriller. The first music video to change how music videos are done. Before this, it was kind of just people performing in front of stills. And when they started doing this, everybody was like, "Oh, we got to do short films now. We have to do narrative pieces for every music video to even compete with Thriller." Because what he just pulled off with this music video is insane. And I think the cultural impact of everyone's still doing a dance, even like 3-year-olds who weren't even born or around when Michael Jackson was still alive, to wear a jacket that people still wear, the fact that Thriller is still around every Halloween, and how creepy it scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Like, I'll never forget his zombie face or him turning around with the eyes.
Yeah.
I thought he was a demon for real. So yeah, Thriller was super important to Black American culture and American culture in general, because it just changed the face 100%. Of how pop stars act.
Yeah,
hell yeah. That's a great pick, dude. Like, of course, we all love the song Thriller, but that music video, like you said, though, dude, like great representation, but also like the creepy vibe that they got, dude. Like especially like with the makeup of the zombies, like oh my god, dude, that
looks
so
better
good.
than some movies right now.
It does. Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Very like Return of the Living Dead vibes. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, dude. Like, it's funny you brought that up, Zach. Like, how does a fucking music video of zombies look better than half of the shit we get now?
I don't know. And the budget wasn't crazy back then, so I don't know what's going on.
Yes. Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy, but great choice, man. All right, Mike, what do you got, man?
All right, I wish I had a hook for this one, and also technically it's a twofer. I want to save the second one in this little series that is important for cultural purposes, but Ellen, Candyman.
Hey.
I remember the first time I watched it, I thought it was kind of dumb. And then I rewatched it some years later, and I fell in love with the movie, man. It is so creepy. The vibes, Tony Todd, he's got such a great voice. There's like so many great roles that he's gotten just for having his creepy ass voice. Rest in peace to a legend. Yeah. Love the guy. And I mean, without Tony Todd, I don't think Candyman would really even work that well. Also diving into more folk horror, kind of like Blair Witch, in the sense where it's all focused around like a urban legend about this guy who had a hook for a hand and was killed by a bunch of dudes swarming him with bees. It was fucking gnarly, just from the opening bit, and then you get to the kills and they're insane. Of course, also you're exploring this Chicago suburb area with the main character Helen, as she's figuring out along the way like what the whole urban legend is about and if it's real or not. And I just think it's a phenomenal movie. And obviously the 2021 movie as well. You get the debut of Nia DaCosta, who is a really prominent name nowadays, especially with Bone Temple coming out recently and just like shaking the entire 2026 for us. Yeah, such a great director, honestly. It's a shame that she's had like a little bit of a rough start in terms of script aspects, but they're not in her control. She didn't write them, so right. Other than that, I think the first Candyman is perfect. I think the 2021 film is actually really damn good as well. I know some people don't really care for it, but I think it's like in terms of directing and of course the cultural aspects of it, I think it's a freaking great movie.
I agree.
Yeah,
acting in the second one is fantastic.
Yeah. It's great.
Yes,
it's great.
I mean, I'm one of those people. I kind of fall on the side of the 2021 version. I think it had a little bit more impact to me. I mean, I totally understand like both sides with the original Candyman and of course the new one, but I think with what the new one brought to the table, and especially Nia DaCosta's direction and Yahya Abdul-Mateen's performance, I think there was more to be had in the new one. At least to me, I know people are going to slam me for that, but
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I feel like
I'm sorry.
The only thing with the movie for me that I don't really care for is the writing in the third act, but that's just me.
I think it's just
it had momentum going, and the third act stalled it out. I don't know what happened there.
And they kind of just rushed the whole thing with like how like he gets like the whole freaking hook hand and stuff like that. They kind of rushed. And the third act does feel a little bit rushed, I will admit.
Yeah. I do like though, like how they were kind of doing like an origin story for another Candyman.
Yeah, and it's not kind of like a multiverse thing, like you've seen the other one. I thought that was
It was a cool idea. I just wish they'd set it up a little bit more and maybe focus a little bit more on like building out the dude, like the twist reveal guy for the art house. I don't remember what you would call it.
Like the art museum.
Yeah, the little exhibition. Yeah.
One thing I'll say about the original Candyman, I agree with you, Mike, in terms of like the first time I watched it, I didn't like that movie. And I got a little older and I watched it again and I was like, oh, it was like things that I grew wise enough now to understand what it was doing. I didn't understand what it was going for at first. The whole like little caricatures, which is dope as hell now. But at first I was like, what is exactly? I wasn't expecting such a mature kind of artsy horror film. At that point, I was watching like Slop. So going into that young, I was like, what is this nonsense? And then I grew to love it. And kind of how it talks about, you know, gentrification, colonialism, and all that stuff, and kind of people entering spaces and disrupting those spaces and then almost dying because of it and causing other stuff to happen. And black people are in like Christianity and other religions a lot. So when it comes to like folklore, they get scared of it. So it was really cool to see a film kind of have like a gothic folklore feel, and then we embraced it. Something that's outside of like the regular religion. So I thought that was really dope.
And also the score in that fucking movie is amazing.
So good.
Yes. I wish they had like a vinyl or something of it. It's like, oh my god.
I didn't know that this was based off of Clive Barker's original like short story.
Yeah, it's one of the what was it called? The Books of Blood or something like that he did.
Books of Blood,
Stories, Forbidden Fruit. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that's cool.
That one and the Hellbound Heart are freaking great stories from them.
Nice.
That's for Hellraiser, right? The Hellbound.
Yeah.
Yep.
Death by Temptation. I don't think any of us have seen that one actually, Trenchy.
No.
But that's a really good one you mentioned though, because I know that one is like really big in like the African American like horror corner. It's on Prime, maybe.
I'll have to
check one out soon.
I mean, Mike, when you sent me the list earlier, you did mention that one in particular, and I was like,
I haven't
seen
heard
that.
so much about it. I haven't seen it.
When I looked into it,
there's a lot of like parodies, kind of in like TV shows that I noticed. They use like the title of it and like change a word in it or something like that. I want to say like The Simpsons did that at some point.
Probably.
Yeah.
But when I was looking to it, what I mostly saw was that it was like a transition between blaxploitation and like modern taking black films serious. Like it was like that in between space.
Yeah.
Where it was kind of so artsy that people were like, oh, we can like take these elements and put them in other films, and we don't have to always kind of do the campy stuff, which I still love campy stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was cool as that bridge is that important. It's cool to see films where it's like, this is where the change started happening. This is the beginning of it. And like I think we're going to talk about another one of those later on, but this is one of those.
Yeah. But I want to go ahead and shout out a few people in the chat. What's up, Michael?
Hey, Michael.
And also the other Michael Entity. Have we mentioned Get Out yet? We're going to talk about it along with Jordan Peele's other filmography.
Yeah.
Or should say directorial efforts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even see Candyman. Get on it, bro.
Watch it.
Great film.
And Trenchy also says OG Candyman is great. Also want to shout out Transfiguration from 2016-2017, underrated movie. I haven't seen that.
No, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, but thank you for putting that on the radar, good sir. Yeah. But one that I want to mention, now we're going to pivot to horror comedy. we're gonna go with The Blackening.
Nice.
Like a pure horror satire on basically black people in horror movies. Like, and the literal tagline is "We can't all die first," and that is a perfect tagline to describe the film. Like, it's it's freaking hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah. Yeah, basically kind of just going over that concept of like the trope of like black people in horror films, like, and just an all around like black cast. It's really funny. And also Tim's story directing. The representation for that is also important, of course. But I just think that the way that they were able to culminate that kind of satire was so well done. So, and it's a really, really funny movie. Just that whole like whodunit twist, get that out of here. That was bad. Yeah. Like, but it was really, really funny.
I think what makes that movie special is the fact that a lot of horror films, even though I love them and they're great, it's about like other people affecting black people, right? Like it's always like there's always this outside people that look different from us that's affecting us, and that's the horror. I like that it was within ourselves and it was like tackling our own issues. Like they had that guy at the store that looked creepy, but that was like a red herring. He didn't really have anything to do anything. So I like that it was just dealing with the tropes within ourselves, us, I guess, fighting amongst each other. And I'm like, we need more films like that where it's just kind of us and you kind of just can do so much more. The whole bit about Friends and who never seen it was so funny. And then everybody was just like talking about it and admitting more and more that they actually did watch it. I love that.
In the whole bit at the beginning, like where like this girl like hears something and she's like, I got a gun. I'm trying to sound like DMX.
Yes, I love that.
That DMX bit was so fucking funny.
It was so funny.
Oh my god.
I gotta rewatch.
I'm glad it's getting a sequel.
I just didn't really understand it.
I did not know that they were getting a sequel, but
yeah,
I'm happy. But yeah, really funny movie. If you guys have never seen The Blackening, like I don't know what streaming service it's on, but if it's on streaming, check it out. But if you're a physical media collector, like all three of us, buy it. Like go buy it.
Checking right
now.
Nice
got the 4K right here. So
it's on Netflix.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. So yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's got Netflix at this point, but
yeah,
like But even then, buy the physical copy, please.
Yeah.
Their subscriptions are probably just now running out from Stranger Things, though. So,
yep, you're probably right. But yeah, I had to mention The Blackening. Really, really good movie. But yeah, Zach, what's another one you got?
Another one I want to talk about would be Eve's Bayou. This was from 1997, and it's so funny because we talked about Candyman, and the director of this movie was an actor in Candyman, Cassie Lemons. It was a Southern Gothic film that came out in 97. This is another movie I didn't understand when I was 7 years old when it came out, so I didn't really understand it. Probably shouldn't have been watching it when I was that young, but I watched it again as I got older. And this is one of those movies that it's at the time it's the sinners of that decade. Right, like it's so pristine, such great acting, cinematography, and score. It talks about really prolific things in the Black community in terms of generational trauma and the neighborhood changing and not knowing how to deal with it. And it broke a lot of caricatures you would see in film about Black women, which was dope at the same time. And it also introduced hoodoo and voodoo in those films in a fun, scary way, but not in like a patronizing way. Like, oh my God, it's the devil work. It wasn't that. It kind of like brought it down to a way where it's like the actual African religion. So I thought Eve's Bayou was dope. It's still dope. I would love somebody to like remake it in a modern time. Maybe like even if Jordan Peele's struggling to get his next film, because I don't know what he's doing next in terms of writing, directing, I wouldn't mind him doing that.
Yeah, that is a really solid one. I think I watched that for the first time a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
really, really good movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't seen Eve's Bayou, anyone that's watching in the chat, put that on your radar. Good movie. But Mike, what's another one?
And one that I really wanted to talk about was Tales from the Hood. This one is an anthology from, was it 95? I want to say. Yeah, 95. This one is a bizarre freaking movie. I know there's a couple of sequels. And so this one is Clarence Williams is the little like I guess you can kind of say it's like the crypt keeper of like this kind of story where he's telling all the stories to these guys that like break into his little I don't even remember what it would be. It's like his little like mortuary or something like that. It's been forever since I've seen this movie, but it's a cool little anthology, really fun. Bunch of good laughs in there too. It's definitely a good one though, and I know Keith David's in the second one and Tony Todd is in the third one, and they're kind of like the storytellers, those ones. So it is a mortuary shit. All right.
But if you want to mention another one with Keith David, I also want to mention They Live, John Carpenter movie. You got to mention They Live. Like that is a freaking classic.
Of course.
Like, and The Thing.
Of course, yeah, The Thing. But like the first one that like came to my mind is like as soon as you said Keith David was They Live. Like just his chemistry with Roddy Piper is just perfect. Fantastic. And just the fight scenes like that they perform is so good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, especially to get a performance out of someone that's not a trained actor. You know, Roddy Piper being a wrestler, and obviously they have to act, but it's not at that same level. Keith David did a great job.
Yeah. So yeah, it's another one we got to put on the radar. But now this next one I'm gonna mention is not particularly a great movie, but I want to mention it because Mike, this is another one that you helped for culminating this list, which is Him. Again, not particularly a great movie, but Tyreek Withers and Marlon Wayans as your two central leads, they play off of each other very, very well. And Marlon Wayans taking on a more darker, serious role while still having his comedic chops. Yeah. He does a really good job, and he actually makes the film at least worth a watch.
Yeah.
So, like, he's of course, if anyone does not know what Him is about, Tyreek Withers plays as this like up and coming quarterback who gets attacked by a very obsessive fan, and he suffers a brain injury, and he gets invited to train with the legend. Is basically his idol of football, Isaiah White, played by Marlon Wayans, at his compound, and of course, things go wrong. But
very wrong.
Very, very wrong. But like I will say it has some like cool stylistic choices. Like some of like the X-ray shots, and it's edited like a music video. Really cool stuff, but it needed a better story to really make it come together. Like especially within the last like 15 minutes, like after the fight scene between Tyreek and Marlon, and especially with how he takes out like all these other like football execs out on the field, was rushed.
Yeah, I think with this movie, I think if Black creators watch it and take the right messages from it, I think it can be an important film. Because in terms of style, bringing out two great performances from their leads, building tension and stuff, like because the tension in that movie until the story went haywire was really good. And just the way it looked and the stylistic choices, I would like Black directors and writers or people who direct Black people to even do like cinematography that make them look good. Like I'll never forgive Christopher Nolan for making John David Washington look terrible in Tenet. So we need cinematographers to shoot Black people better. So I would hope that they see that and find out ways to lift that and put it on a better script.
Yes, because here's another problem with the movie. Like there's way too many ideas that are being thrown at the wall because there was 3 different writers, and one of those was the film's director, Justin Tipping, who apparently is the nephew of Jordan Peele. I did not know about until like a few weeks ago. But it's still cool to see that. But there just needed to be a better script to kind of iron out all the kinks, because there's quite a few things that just kind of make the film fall apart. But I like it enough for what it is, like as a cool, stylish experiment, like a kind of stylish experimental horror in a way.
Yeah.
But for what could have been a really cool movie about, like, you know, the psychological horror, like training to be the greatest of all time in football, you needed more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wish they would have kept it like grounded instead of going supernatural.
Yeah, like I think some of the supernatural stuff, like it had cool ideas, like I said before, but like it just didn't really do enough with those ideas.
No.
Like kind of just like one scene in particular, like when our main character is going out for a run with Marlon Wayans, he hallucinates the mascot literally kill him, and then it's like, oh, it didn't actually happen, and I'm like, so where was that supposed to go? Like, I get it's a hallucination, but it just, what was the point?
There was a couple things like that with hallucinations or visions or things like that where I was like, what was the point? Where's this going?
Like also another scene when he's just walking, like it's out in the hallway, and he gets like these visions of like, you know, cameras, and then he freaking like, he gets like a vision of like him getting suffocated. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, it's a cool, cool visual tricks, but you're not really doing anything to justify that.
Not tying it back to the actual plot, because something like that is supposed to be like he made it as a football player, and the fame is suffocating him. That's what they were supposed to do. But at that point in the story, he was still training at the compound, so it didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
right. So
exactly.
I think if they went from like, you know, the signing to that portion of the film, it probably would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah,
but you needed to extend the film because it's literally only an hour and a half long.
Yeah,
so there just wasn't enough. But I still enjoy it, like I said before, but it just you needed more.
Yeah, just I'd say let Justin Tipping cook with the directing chair. Just get him away from the script table, because like it was rough.
It was kind of hard to tell like which ideas were his in regards to the script department. Like, because like I said, there was 3 different writers. Like,
right.
And that ending was just like throw all the shit at the wall and see what will stick. Like, that's literally what just happened.
I think if he writes his next movie, we'll see if like what was his ideas and what was not.
Yeah.
Like, give him one more chance by himself without having to patchwork other people's stuff into it.
Yeah, but one more thing before we go on. There's like one thing in the film that they mention is like a ritual kind of stuff, which also they do imply towards the end of the film.
Yeah.
Again, like, it's implied, but they don't go anywhere with that. If you wanted to go somewhere with that, you needed to make the film longer. So I don't know. That's my final say on that. But I kind of just wanted to go over some of the problems with the film. But again, the representation, like I said before, like with Tyreek and Marlon, is really well done. But just the film just needed a bit more meat on the bone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, it was too many different ideas that were thrown out that weren't expanded upon. Even like Marlon talking about Tyreek being biracial, or at least looking a little ambiguous. They kind of like went into that, and then it was never brought up again. It was just like, hey, what are we doing?
Yeah, like you're definitely right though, dude. Like there's just some things they say, and it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna forget about that. What? But is what it is. But let's go on to the next one. So Zach, what do you got?
One of the most important Black horror films there is in this, Blackula, right? This was a film that is impactful in a way where it kind of pioneered the kind of films that we like in horror, in terms of like social commentary, being intelligent while still being satirical and fun. And you can see direct inspirations, things like Get Out and Candyman, because it came out in 1972, so it predates those. And the movie is just a fun vampire film that tackles a lot of serious stuff at the same time. Yeah. And I remember watching this, like, I think I probably watched it when I was 15, and I was like, holy crap. Like, this is really, really freaking good for a movie that's this old. Because I noticed for me, when I start going past like 1985 in film, it starts losing me a little bit, and I got to fix that upon myself. I got to go to movie therapy and figure out why. But this is in 1972, and I had a good time. I think that not only is it really, really fun, and the main cast are all going for it, and it's not perfect or anything. It has flaws, but I just think the impact of it is just so important.
Yeah,
100%.
It feels like Dracula mixed with like Coming to America in a sense, where it's got like that kind of comedy, but it's very directly a Dracula movie. It's fun. It is a fun movie.
Again, haven't seen that one either, but again, that's the thing I like about this show is that whenever we talk about like topics like this, like it's a good way to actually have me put some of these horror films like on my watch list. So
yeah.
So yeah, that's another one. I'm gonna put that on my watch list.
Yeah, he mentioned Transfiguration, and now that's going to be on my watch list because I never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, like, what else we got? Like, he also said Sugar Hill and JD's Revenge are also great. Nice.
Okay.
Also says for Tales from the Hood, I like how it touches upon serious topics with respect, but is fun as well as the last segment is crazy. Again, keeping it on my radar.
No, that movie is nuts. Okay. So, next one. Do we talk about People Under the Stairs or Bones?
I would say People Under the Stairs.
People Under the Stairs? All right. So, yeah, People Under the Stairs. This was a Wes Craven movie. Michael, it is not garbage. It's not garbage. Watch it. It's good. Okay, so anyway, People Under the Stairs. Wes Craven, obviously, he's not an African-American, director, but this is very much... within the African American culture, I believe, was it written and produced by African American? No, actually, it really wasn't even.
No, it's all him.
Like
Wes Craven
wrote
it.
It was all Wes Craven. Yeah.
Then so, I was about to grab my 4K off the shelf to take a look, but apparently not. But
Michael, what do you mean? What is this guy?
We've been talking about good ones already.
Yeah, no. So this one follows a kid in a African American suburb, and he stumbles into this little house that he finds like in the corner of the street. It's all like run down, and he figures out that there's these people that are living under the stairs of this house, and they're kind of just like martyrs a little bit, and yeah, it's a freaking wild movie. It's been a minute since I've seen this one as well, but I remember I enjoyed it. I don't think I really understood it a whole lot on my first watch. Once again, it's kind of one of those. It's like I just need to rewatch, but it's definitely a cool movie diving into the culture of the suburbs and whatnot, and also a movie that, for whatever reason, got Cody Leach a bunch of shit for talking.
I was actually about to bring that up, believe it or not. Like,
yeah, which is stupid, but yeah,
like, that was really stupid.
Fuck off, man. Fuck off.
Oh
Michael.
my god! But
Bones is a good movie as well, Michael. Thank you.
No, I meant good one and not Bones.
It's a good movie,
bruh.
Good.
I still gotta watch.
I
still gotta watch Bones.
It's a good one. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm keeping that on my radar. But yeah, People Under the Stairs.
Like a modern blaxploitation movie, because a lot of those movies were in like the 70s, 60s. So for us to get one with Snoop Dogg of all people in the 2000s was
yeah, it's wild. Yeah, Michael, it's awesome, dude.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg is a vampire. Hell yeah. Let's see. That has the kid that plays Michael Jackson in one of his music videos and Moonwalker. Nice. Did not know about. I think he's talking about with Bones, if I'm not mistaken, or People Under the Stairs.
I don't know.
Yeah, but Snoop Dogg Hood of Horror is fun. I don't think I've even heard of that one.
I don't know.
I haven't heard that one.
But yeah, I was about to say with People Under the Stairs, that's a great movie. In my opinion, like, yes, I definitely do agree. It took a little bit more on rewatch to understand like how the film was like represented, but I think with constant rewatch, it's grown to be like one of my favorites of Wes Craven. It's not my favorite by any means. Like, of course, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, those are the top ones. But People Under the Stairs, I think outside of those two, is probably my favorite. It's really damn good. Also, got to say what's up to the GOAT, Sully Streams.
Sully!
What's up, Sully? Let's see. The best recent horror film with major black influence is His House on Netflix. Nothing scares me nowadays, and it creeped me out. Again, haven't seen it.
His house is creepy.
Yeah, I've recently started hearing a lot more about it, and I definitely want to watch that one soon. It's on Netflix. Yeah.
For whatever reason, when it came out, it didn't get talked about, but then like it hit Netflix, and Netflix did what it does: get something, and then everybody found it, and now people keep talking about it. Yeah,
it's bound to happen. But
also, for People Under the Stairs, what Trenchy was talking about, Brian Quentin Adams. Yeah, he was in. Oh, was he? Shit, he was fucking Kenny De Nunez in The Sandlot. Holy shit!
Oh shit! Okay,
shit. That's awesome. Okay, and he was in Moonwalker. That's Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah.
But
I've been watching that a trillion times as a kid.
Actually.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. But if I want to talk about another horror spoof in a way, because I'm only pointing out this one because there's one particular scene that makes me die laughing with how they make fun of this certain trope, which is a Scary Movie 2. They get to this one scene in particular where they don't know what's going on. One of them suggests to split up, and then Regina Hall goes out freaking rage baiting, just about this whole trope about splitting up, and the way she delivers that dialogue is so damn funny.
She's so good in those movies.
But of course, you also got to represent Marlon Wayans and Shawn Wayans, the Wayans brothers. But and another
Scary Movie films are a good example of a great black horror. It's black comedy horror, but they are so if you think about any black horror outside of Get Out, mainstream wise, those are the most impactful.
Yeah, another scene in particular that makes me laugh with Marlon Wayans is when he's chilling in bed smoking a joint, and he plants out a freaking weed monster that grows and literally rolls him up and smokes him like a joint.
Yes.
He gets struck by lightning with his hair and he's like, what's that burning right there? Oh, snap. It's me.
I just always remember with the whole the Scary Movie parody when they're being interviewed by the news, and he's like, "Run, bitch, run!"
Yes,
yeah, so funny.
Or another scene, I think it's with Mos Def, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very wrong. And Queen Latifah. It's in Scary Movie 3. It's this scene with the cursed videotape, and the woman that was in the tape, literally has a little bit of a fight with Queen Latifah, just a back and forth kind of thing. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Queen Latifah literally headbutts her, and oh my god. Yeah, I love those first 3 movies, dude. I don't care what anyone says. Those are the best.
Yeah, the Wayne's versions are the best ones. I'm glad that they took the franchise back over for this next one.
Yeah, I think all of us right here are excited for Scary Movie 6.
Yeah.
After I just heard the synopsis, I'm really excited.
And especially with how good The Naked Gun was, I'm like, dude, yes, give us more. I've missed parody movies. I've missed those. I mean,
good ones.
Yeah, good ones. I mean, Black Dynamite, that's one of the best parody movies.
Yes,
absolutely.
Let's see. It's more of a horror comedy, but double check me. It's recorded as the first full black cast for a horror film. He's talking about Mercy the Mummy Mumbled, is what he's talking about, from 1918. Wow.
It's a short, but yeah.
Did you talk about A Haunted House? No, we're not going to talk about those ones. Those do not match up to Scary Movie.
Michael, I swear to God, if you've seen that movie, but you've never seen the Shawshank Redemption, Swear to
You
fucking-
literally have a scene in a haunted house too, where Marlon Wayans literally fucks an Annabelle doll. Like, that's stupid. Or even a scene in the kitchen with Gabriel Iglesias where he fights a fucking live chicken. Fuck all that. I'm sorry, that's not funny.
Wasn't the first one like a parody of like Paranormal Activity or something like that?
They both are.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Okay.
They both are parodies of Paranormal Activity. I mean, even in the second one, they do a literal parody scene of The Conjuring, like where it's the whole like clap, hide and seek kind of thing, like with the clap, and then it is like, I got you. Like his girlfriend pops out, boom, punches her right in the face. Like that scene got a little bit of a chuckle out of me. I won't lie.
Oh yeah, he did watch Pulp Fiction. He did finally watch it.
He did. Yes, he
Still
did
haven't
finally
seen
watch Pulp
Sean
Fiction.
Hey, he did. He
Sully,
never,
this is why you my
denied
goat, bro. This is why you
He
the
never
goat.
denied that he saw that movie though.
That's why Sully's the goat, bro. But yeah, scary. Yeah, I needed to point out Scary Movie for, again, great like culture representation for African Americans, especially.
Yeah.
So it's great.
And just overall impact.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
transcends everything.
I stand corrected. Michael, no, don't.
Good
Mm-mm.
lord.
He's like, I'm not
But-
even putting that on the screen.
I'm not even going to put that on the screen because I know people are going to go right down in the chat and just slam this guy just for that. Or what the heck, Trenchy?
Rick Tuma.
Never even heard of that.
Rick Tuma.
I don't know, but all right. We're going to go on to the next one. So, Zach, you got another one?
Let's talk about one of my favorite films of all time, and that's Get Out.
Hell yeah.
I think what an impactful film. I remember watching the trailer for this and thought it looked really stupid. I was like, this trailer is terrible. And then my friend watched it and was like, you gotta watch this movie. You got it. I know it looks stupid in the trailer, but it's amazing. So she snuck me into the theater and I watched it and I was blown away by how fun I had with it, but also how much it got right with the social commentary.
Yeah.
And how going into certain spaces can be scary and all the iconic moments. Get Out is so big that there's so many other people trying to make their own version ever since. You've gotten so many versions of that type of film now.
You can literally say that him is basically Get Out for football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want to bring that up as a prime example. Like, you could literally say that's Get Out for football.
Yeah.
Or
exactly. And it's so many. There's even a movie coming out called Slanted. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for that.
no, I think I had heard about it.
It's like a mixture of The Substance and Get Out, where this young Asian girl wants to be white, and they build to turn her into McKenna Grace.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that rings a bell.
Similar vibes to that as well. But we've gotten so many different films of people getting into certain situations and being taken over or almost getting taken over and trying to get out of the situation. So I think not only the sunken place, like that's become part of our language, our daily language. That's like how impactful, and also introduces to Daniel Kaluuya, who's such a great actor in his generation and hasn't gotten enough. Yeah, I love this movie. It's funny. I laughed throughout. It's poignant. Lakeith Stanfield as well blew up off of that one too. Allison Williams blew up off of that. Well, she was kind of big already with Girls, but like theatrically, I think she blew up off of Get Out and was great. Yeah. And there's so many jokes. Oh, I voted for Obama 4 times if I could. Like that. It was amazing.
Yes.
And it's one of the few films where the twists come in and I didn't see it coming.
Yes,
yeah,
100%.
Like we all watch so many movies, so at a point we know, oh, okay, this is where it's going. I just want to see how they do it. Get Out was like, it took me on a journey, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm excited to get there.
Yeah, for sure, man. But if we also got to mention for Daniel Kaluuya and Jordan Peele, you got to mention Nope.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like Daniel Kaluuya and also Keke Palmer really coming back into the spotlight for her big like theatrical return was fantastic. So yeah, and such a really inventive concept of basically like aliens. Like, what do they exactly like want? Like we don't know exactly like what they want. It's done in like a very like Spielberg kind of style, but just with like the Jordan Peele metaphors, if you will.
Yeah, it was kind of like Jaws and Clouds instead of in the water.
Yeah, and it's really well done. So yeah,
just kind of like the spectacle of it all, like how we treat things and how far we will go to get the picture or the video or exploit something, even if it's, you know, putting ourselves in danger.
Exactly. 100%, dude. And also like a lot of the scenes like during nighttime, like how they use like dark lighting is so perfectly shot.
So scary.
Like, or even the scene like when Daniel Kaluuya is walking through the barn, like because he hears noises.
Just about to talk about that.
Yeah, and then those freaking kids just freaking jump out on him. Like,
but the way they did it, and how slow and the time it took, you at first, like, is this the alien? Because they looked so weird at first.
Right. Yeah. Like,
and it broke the tension with the kids. Oh, so good.
Yeah. Like it, dude. Couldn't have put it any better, man.
Still
it's a great film.
I understand the Gordy stuff, but
yeah, I'm literally the same, dude. Like the last couple of times I've watched that film, I never really understood the stuff with Gordy. Like,
yeah.
I mean, maybe it's like another metaphor that they're trying to build, but
yeah,
it's just something that just in the back of my mind just didn't really make much sense to me. But
yeah,
I mean,
I think he could have connected it a lot better than he did in the movie. Obviously, I think he's going for something where like they're showing Gordy and it's a animal that they were pushing and prodding and making him tap dance, and then he eventually snapped. And kind of the thing, Yellow Jacket in the Sky is kind of the same thing, but I feel like it could have been an easier through line for that.
Yeah, they could have done it. Yeah, they could have gone the easier route, but they kind of just went the way where it's like you can't really unpack like what the whole plot is like with Gordy. Like even especially when the film opened, like, and it just opens up with that shot of Gordy. I was like, am I watching the right movie? Because I just wasn't sure what I was wrapping my head around. Like I couldn't wrap my head around that at first.
Yeah.
But as the film progressed and they kind of got more flashbacks with Gordy, it understood it more, but like at the same time, I just don't know where or what they were trying to do with those certain things. But again, it's cool stuff though. It's just again couldn't really wrap my head around it.
One of the most terrifying scenes I've seen is the Yellow Jacket picking the people up.
Oh,
and we see them go inside.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. That is terrifying. And
the sound.
Yes, dude. Oscar snub for best sound, by the way. Like, why didn't we get that for Nope?
Easily.
Come on,
but they do that
now.
all the time. Like this year, they snubbed Warfare for sound. Warfare should have been nominated for Oscar for sound.
Yeah.
Anybody that watched that movie knows the sound of that movie is amazing.
Yeah.
Like like the gunshots, the explosions, like everything.
The show of power. I'll never forget how I felt because I saw that in RPX. So it has the big speakers, your chair shakes. When the show of power happens, I was like, "Oh crap!" I thought I was getting bombed in the theater. I was like, "Oh, this is it."
That is the one time I've actually like leaped out of my seat from a jump scare. Is that fucking tank blowing up? It's like,
yeah. I didn't quite
crazy.
get that full experience since I saw it at home, but it still felt like I was watching it in the theater, like watching it like on a 4K TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just hearing how loud that explosion is, it's like you still get that vibe. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I know we're getting a little off topic, but Warfare, it should have been nominated for best sound.
Yeah.
Like I'm right there with you. But Mike, you got another one?
Yeah, so Bones is kind of a vampire and a ghost story, like all in one package. So it's this guy that Snoop Dogg plays. He's drug dealer, gangster in like the 70s, I believe, and he ends up getting killed in this house, and a bunch of kids like 30 years later go to this house and getting terrorized by his ghost. And it is a really fun movie in terms of just like cultural aspects, but also mob and just being a ghost story in general. It's really, really cool. I enjoyed that one a lot. And then I think that segues us into like the final like big movie as of recently that's like shook the culture. Luke, if you want to take us away.
And but before we do that, I mean, I know everyone's gonna know what it is, but still want to kind of cue in some suspense. So a little bit of a drum roll, please. Yeah, you guessed it. We're talking about Sinners.
Yeah.
The cultural importance and also the impact that this film brought from director Ryan Coogler. His first like feature like into horror. Like that is to be praised. And especially with how many nominations this film received at the Oscars is unheard of. Michael B. Jordan in his double role is fantastic, and how Ryan Coogler like builds like certain messages about racism, blues music, like or any of that kind of stuff, religion, even like there's so many different things that he culminates all into this one. Yeah, all into this one film, like vampires and stuff like that.
Like being temptations as well, instead of just like these succubus creatures that they normally are.
Yeah. I think one strong thing is that the vampires come in so late in the movie, and I still was so engaged with the film. Like this could have been a drama gangster film, and I would have loved it. It's just the vampires took it to another level. That's when you know you have a really good horror film, when you can take the horror aspect out of it and the drama is still good.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%. Like there's so many different genres that they try to blend with drama and horror, but like the way that, again, like I said, Ryan Coogler is able to blend all of those genres is just so perfect. Like I don't think any other filmmaker could have done it as good as Ryan Coogler. Like, because he's worked in so many different, like a couple different genres before. Like he worked in like drama with Fruitvale Station, which is incredible.
Yeah.
With like worked in the sports drama with Creed, again, phenomenal. Yeah. And then worked into like, you know, cultural importance in the Black Panther films, which I'm not a big fan of the first film, but I do think Wakanda Forever is significantly better because there is a lot more cultural importance in that film, and I like the story that they build more.
Yeah.
But with Sinners, it's his best movie that I think he's ever made yet. Like I can't think of any better film that he's made than Sinners.
His first original film too. Like his first original idea that he got to do on his own is what people consider his best film, which is awesome. Yeah. That must feel real great for him. Because he nailed it on all aspects. The editing. People forget that this is a period piece too, which is really cool. You know, and it doesn't feel out of place. There's no moment where I'm like, oh, this doesn't really feel like the time period they're depicting. And he talked about a lot of different things in that time period that I didn't even know about, like kind of the dynamics between the Mississippi and kind of like how Asian people had to go there because they were pushed out of New York and build shops, and their connections with the other people there in that community and how strong it was. And then how that ties into what happens in the barn, and you know that Grace letting all those vampires in, unfortunately.
But
such a great movie. And also just the finale too, like the little was it the post-credit scene?
The post-credit scene
with Buddy Guy, which is the funniest fucking name.
Buddy, I'm not your buddy guy.
That's the first fucking thing I thought of when I saw his name. Yeah. Oh my god,
it's so good.
With him as what's the kid's name? With Miles Caton's character.
Older.
I love the little like monologue he gave about like waking up in cold sweat from dreams of the night. It's just like, oh man, this is so fucking good.
But also the juxtaposition of him saying also, before that happened, it was the best night of my life. And like how life can just be like that.
Exactly.
It's like you're having a great time and then all something just messes up that great memory.
Which by the way, we got to say for Miles Caton, what a phenomenal performance.
Yeah.
And like his like musical number of I Lied to You, that is like the Oscar win right there. Like
all of his music numbers.
Like,
his voice.
Yes.
Good. Yeah.
His face doesn't look like that voice is supposed to be coming out of it. It's so deep and it sounds like a grown man that has 17 chest hairs and drinks liquor in the morning before he eats his breakfast. But he looks like a young kid, and it's amazing.
Yeah, no, I love also like the guitar gag where was it Stack tells him that it's like a really famous person's guitar, and then Smoke tells him, that's my daddy's guitar.
Yeah. But also like when they're performing for those people at the train station, also with Delroy Lindo, which by the way I've got to mention before we get into that. So glad he was nominated for this film, like deserved. But so that scene is so good. Like they meet him at the train station and it's like, hey, you want to come by to our club? We'll let you play. Like
the beer.
It's an Irish beer.
All he needed
here. Irish beer.
And then Haley Steinfeld's introduction in that scene and that whole conversation between her and Stack was amazing and also like mean to hell now. And
I was literally about to say that, like, why that scene has received such severe meme treatment. Like, it's so funny.
Because I think people still saw Haley Steinfeld as like an innocent young girl. So the way she talked, it was like, whoa!
Yeah.
I thought you were a Disney character.
No, she's pregnant now. She definitely ain't that innocent.
If you saw her in Dickinson on Apple TV, you know she wasn't innocent little girl no more.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's great.
So many great characters, too. Like, some of the best characters of 2025.
Oh yes,
Cornbread, my goat.
I love him.
Oh my god,
it's him. Just show love. You need each other. He was trying everything to get back into that club, and he was terrible.
Yeah, he had the best sacrifice moment too, man.
Even the restraint to have like him peeing in the woods, and instead of just a vampire jumping at him, just having the eyes pop up in the background. Yeah. That's such great restraint, but it made the scene so impactful. Even the way Haley Steinfeld got caught, like showing him float up in the air and then cut, it's just like it makes your mind race, and that's really cool.
Yeah, it's like you don't think that they actually got caught, but then it's like a few minutes later, it's like, boom, they actually get caught. Like the scene in particular, like when he's trying to convince them, like, hey, like it's me, just let me back into the club, and he freaking tries to bite Michael B. Jordan in his arm. I think it was Smoke. Like he tries to bite Smoke in the arm, and he shoots him like right through the mouth. And I'm like, dude,
it was so awesome.
But also when Stag tries to convince Smoke that he's not that it's him, and he's like banging his head against the door. He's like fool, let me out. Like it's me. Like.
And I love that he leaned into so many classic vampire tropes that I feel like some vampires lose. Like you have to be invited in, the holy water, the garlic scene was really, really fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like basically like how they were going around in a circle to basically test everyone and make sure that no one's a vampire. Like, eat it. No, I'm not going to do that. Pulls a gun on her and he's like, just fucking do it.
And then, like, Miles Kane's character trying to stop, he just slap him in the face with the gun real quick. And it's like, shut up. This is our life on the line right now. Eat that. Talking about, I don't like garlic. Are you a vampire? What are you talking about?
Yes.
And how upset. It's just one of the funniest scenes is Remnick being a vampire and gets so upset when he gets called Clan. He's like, I'm a vampire and I eat people, but I ain't no goddamn Ku Klux Klan. Those are terrible people.
Yes. Which, by the way, Jack O'Connell as Remick, that dude
should have been nominated.
Yeah,
he should also been. It should have been him and Delroy.
Yeah, I think honestly, as much as I love Benicio del Toro in one battle after another, take out Benicio and then replace him with Jack O'Connell for Sinners. Hell,
I'm not even mad at that.
Honestly, I mean, I know it's not going to happen, but they should freaking nominate him for the Bone Temple as freaking Jimmy Crystal. Demented ass, like even more crazy and demented than Remick in Sinners. Like you want to talk about like one of the greatest villainous performances of all time? That's him in the Bone Temple. Like
he's so good. Just that moment he has with Ray Fiennes and that quiet conversation he had, brilliant.
By the way, Michael, Delroy was nominated.
Yeah, he was.
By the way, we got to say what's up to my good man Joel.
Hey,
what is up, man? What is up? And Shot by Shot Official is in here saying,
Oh,
gotta love Sinners. Hell yes. So good. And he says, Marty Supreme was my favorite film from 2025.
Based.
I can say that now, but my best of list already feels super outdated because now that would have been my number one.
Yeah, that's definitely in my top 10. I had a blast watching it in the theaters. Oh, we didn't even talk about the best scene in the movie, and that's the transcending time and space scene.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, that
caught me so off guard.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a perfect lead into the vampires coming, because it's like she says some voices can bring evils in that you didn't want to invite, even if you're trying to do something positive. And then immediately as you have this amazing transcending performance, here comes Remnick with his eyes glowing and smiling and everything.
Yeah. Or just that scene like when Miles Caton's literally telling his priest father that he's going out with his cousin smoking stack. He's like, you keep dancing with the devil, one day he's gonna follow you home.
I was literally about to fucking say that.
Oh my god. I feel like quite a bit of this stream has been like we mentioned something and me and Mike are like, I was about to fucking say that.
Yeah. The devil comes knocking tonight, he'll have to get through his old pal Delta Slim.
So damn good.
Yeah, honestly, there's really no complaints I have with Sinners. Like, I think everything was done perfectly to a T. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Literally, my only issue I have with that film is like the little bit of the climax. I wish it was built up a little bit and stretched out a little bit more. But other than that, I have barely any complaints about this film. Other than that,
I totally get that, dude. Like, but I also just love that scene, like when the guys pull up like to the barn and Smoke is about to have a freaking cigarette. He just freaking takes them out one by one with a Tommy gun and also a grenade.
That was so fun. It was so cathartic. I was like, yes, kill them.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Assholes.
Threw the grenade inside the van and just walked away.
Like the way he just freaking threw that grenade in the van, I was like, oh, this is awesome.
And that leads to one of the best lines in the movie with when he sees his wife obviously dead and with the baby, and she says, I don't want none of that smoke on her. Kind of like drop that whole persona before you pass and come join us. I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah. It's phenomenal. And if you guys have not even seen Sinners, what are you doing? Like, why are you even watching this stream? Go watch it now, please.
Get out of here.
Go watch it now.
Yeah, go watch it. It's on HBO Max. Go buy the physical media. The steelbooks are available again after being hard to get when it first came out. Definitely go check it out.
But what really quick, I did also want to mention, we forgot to mention one Jordan Peele film, which was Us.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I really do like that movie. It has a really inventive concept, but I think it falls apart a little bit with its logic.
Yeah,
I can definitely see that. It went super metaphorical instead of having some grounding in it.
Yeah, like in the third act, like it just goes like balls to the walls without really making a ton of sense with the logic. So
yeah. And getting one of the best performances of the decade with Lupita Nyong'o. Holy shit.
Which, speaking of which, I also want to mention A Quiet Place Day One for Lupita Nyong'o and Jamon Hounsou.
She was so good in that movie too.
So
she's just always good.
Yeah.
Like no matter what performance you give her, like she's always gonna bring like something to the table.
Yeah. It never feels the same. Like her character in Us versus a character in Black Panther versus Quiet Place versus. Have you guys seen that little zombie movie, Little Monsters, that she starred in?
No. I didn't see that one, but then also you get movie. But then like versus like The Wild Robot, like there's always something that she brings that's different to her character.
I love her as Okoye, but I wish honestly they would have even casted her as like a bigger
me too.
Like bigger bill on the cast.
Yeah. She's so good. She could have been Storm, to be honest.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, man. But yeah, I think honestly we covered the ones that we really needed to cover.
Yeah.
Like we covered a lot of really good ones. And honestly, quite a few of them that I'm willing to put on my watch list. So
definitely.
There's a
one
lot.
last shout out to Vampire in Brooklyn because I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh yes, that's right.
I gotta shout
Vampire in
that
Brooklyn.
funny ass movie.
Yeah,
I love that one scene. Like I love this one scene in particular where it's another caricature that Eddie Murphy is playing. They're on top of the church. He's like, I need y'all to fuck what was it? I need y'all to repeat this after me. Evil is good. That scene was so funny.
Yes.
And then everyone's like, evil is bad. Lightning strikes.
I've never seen this one as well, but I know Zach was wanting us to add this one to the list. Ganja and Hess.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yes, that one is impactful because of the stylistic. You remember how I was talking about with him and has that stylistic approach and a whole other. This one was the one that really brought it over to the forefront. You can see it in a lot of movies after it. So good.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah. That's another hidden gem I could have mentioned for a previous episode, which is a Vampire in Brooklyn. I could have mentioned that one because I think it's severely underappreciated. Like that film got slammed by critics back when it came out. Like I think it has like right now a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. Does not deserve it, man.
No,
it's not even
a lot of
campy
films get trashed by Rotten Tomatoes people because they don't understand. Like not every movie has to be serious.
Exactly.
Yeah. Especially back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even close to being Wes Craven's worst movie. Like, not even close. Like,
no.
Like, far from it. I mean, if you've seen My Soul to Take, which I think was Wes Craven's last film before Scream 4.
That's easily his worst.
That is an awful movie.
Oof.
Yeah.
But, yeah, awful movie. But thankfully, he redeemed himself with Scream 4. Maybe not by, like, too much, but it was still good. It was still good. But,
yeah, Vampire in Brooklyn. I mean, I haven't seen it personally, but I do know like it's really cool that you get to blend the Wes Craven horror style with Eddie Murphy comedy. I just think that's a really cool selling point there. And so I'm definitely gonna watch that one soon.
Yeah, I think you would like that one. I think you would like
multiple characters.
Yeah. I think he plays 3 different characters in that movie, from what I remember. But yeah, he's really good in it as well. But also along with Angela Bassett. She's fantastic in that movie.
As always.
Yeah.
Nope. You ain't wrong, bro. You ain't wrong. But let's see. Also, Trenchy says, I would also say Demon Knight is important for the Black Final Girl and the Housekeeper is badass. Nice, dude. Yeah. Love Demon Knight.
Demon Knight's a good one. Yeah. I saw that pop up on like a little letterbox list that I looked up. I didn't figure to put it on because it wasn't like focused on African American culture, but that is definitely one to point out.
And also, P.D. Wheatstraw and the Devil's Son-in-Law is a fun blaxploitation horror movie. I haven't seen that one either. Like Trenchy, you're
adding all these on right now. Let me add these on to my watch list right now.
Yeah, dude, Trenchy is putting up some good ones in the chat. I mean, you guys also did too. So, but. Yeah,
Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I love Demon Knight. Way better than Bordello of Blood. Like I don't like Bordello of Blood. But Demon Knight though, that's fucking goated. But anyways, guys, yeah, I think that'll about do it for tonight. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and thank you to Zach for joining us for this awesome episode. It was a ton of fun, man. We will plan to get you back on sometime soon, man.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah,
man.
I mean, also same thing with the other guests that we've had for this show, but yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great night. Peace out.